Souderton Area School District started with the Penn Foundation Employee Assistance Program 5 years ago. Prior to that, we had an employee assistance program through a different vendor, but we switched over to Penn Foundation's EAP because of the personal touch and the community connection that Penn Foundation has in our local area. And again, that personal feeling, knowing that the people that are providing the services to the employees in our school district are community members. Penn Foundation has a really strong presence and a really great reputation in prevention and treatment. We knew that we needed an employee assistance program because all employees, all people need help sometimes. And that's not unique to Souderton Area School District. I know that our staff are grateful about having an employee assistance program because I know that we have a relatively high usage rate, and also anecdotally I hear from staff members very often about what a benefit the EAP program has been to them. One of the services that Penn Foundation provides are training services for our staff. Multiple times throughout the year, I'm often on the phone with the folks at Penn Foundation EAP to say, hey, I need a dedicated training for this particular area. And it's not uncommon for one of our employee groups also to say, you know, our crew could really use this support in this specific area, or I have an individual who needs some help. Penn Foundation EAP also offers mandatory referral programs so that if I have an employee that I know needs some support, I can require the employee to go, and I've had to use that with great success in the past, and it's really a supportive measure to help an employee to get through a tough time. On March 13th of 2020, all schools in Pennsylvania were closed because of the emerging pandemic. That was a world changer for every American, people across the world as well, but particularly in schools because we're not used to being closed. Schools work best when kids are in their seats and with their teachers because the social and emotional aspects of being in school are critical to education and child development. And teachers too, that's why they're in the profession. So when schools closed and we were suddenly teaching remotely to kids, it was something that we weren't prepared to do. And the stress and mental health issues that came along with that, not just for students, but for also our staff, were significant. And my administrative team as well. It was something we've never had to deal with before, and we weren't prepared to cope with it. So we reached out to Penn Foundation EAP and asked that they provide sort of a workshop, virtual of course, for our staff members who were having trouble coping with the stress and anxiety that came along with that. Teachers were trying to teach their kids virtually. They had their own kids in their homes who needed their support as well, and it was just incredibly stressful. We also arranged for sort of a call-in service for teachers individually or any staff member to be able to reach out and say, I need some support here. And because they couldn't come do it in person because we were on lockdown, they were able to do that, and Penn Foundation EAP program made that easy for us to do and to provide that support to our staff members. I want to congratulate the Penn Foundation on its 65th anniversary. That's an amazing milestone. This community is stronger because of the Penn Foundation and for organizations like it. Our families, our staff members, our students have never needed more support. And it's places like the Penn Foundation that provide that support. Without an organization like it, we would be a different place. And we might not be able to do the things we're trying to achieve. I encourage the viewers today to be part of those solutions, and if you feel like you want to lend a hand, this is where you can do it. This is where it will make a difference.